What's up, guys? We back at it one more again. Finna go ahead and get started on this bust down. Get this frame over to JB Customs so he can go ahead and put his magic touch up on it. Just giving you guys a quick walkthrough. See what we got going on, what we got to do. So basically, guys, like I say, this is no how-to video. Just a little content for you guys to show you guys how I roll. I'm gonna take the tires off. I already got it on the jack stands. Safety first, guys. Safety first. Then I'm gonna take a jack, which I already got right here in the center. So when I get them tires off, guys, I'm gonna raise that jack up under that lower A arm. Then I'm gonna get to that upper control arm, the ball joint bolt. Right here. Get it off. Pick a fork in between. Hit it with the hammer. Pop it off. Got to get the car springs out. Then lower control arm. I'll come on down for you guys. Then I'll be ready to take all the assembly unit off. I'll be taking the upper control arms off, lower control arms, and then I'll walk over to this side and I'll do the same thing on that side. Then I'll go ahead and remove this gearbox. Then I'll go ahead and remove the outlet arm, get the pitman arm off. Then I'll work my way all the way down to everything else. Get the brake lines off. Basically get everything off the front end first. And I'll drop that on the ground without the jack stands. Might just leave the jack stands on it. And then I'll come back here to the back, guys. Then I will be removing the QA1s, rear end, trailing arms. Then we'll be ready to take it to the next stop so he can do his thing and put some color on it. Then when the color get on it, guys, you might see what color the vehicle is gonna be when I get finished. Most likely you will. It won't be black, I can tell you that now. So you guys bear with me. Let me get to busting some of this stuff down. And I'll come back and you'll see the finished outcome. I'll cut you guys back on when I get to that point. YouTube, you done the truth. Little update on the frame video. Cut you guys short. Back a few days later. Got this frame over here, JB Customs. He done finished up all the work up on it that's needed before we send it off for sandblast and powder coating. So far, everything looking pretty good, guys. Got a good bracing going on, so won't nothing twist. Got a spot in the middle for the drive shaft. Frame notched. Back brace on. He just threw some black paint on it for the time being since it's outside. Even though it's gonna get sandblasted, he just kind of wanted to see what it'll look like after he got finished with everything. Right now, guys, I think it's looking pretty good. He did a good job. He got all 10 of my fingers up in the air. He can get my service anytime like he always do. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you guys to JB Custom, and he can tell you a little bit more about what he did and what he think about it. And maybe you guys can get in contact with him.
Pretty much, we just took the frame off, cleaned the frame up real good, braced everything up. We notched everything, notched the front end for the wheels to turn, notched the back end for the wheels to turn. We run braces across the back, that way we don't have any flexion in the back. We run cross braces across where the coilovers is going to mount, that way that ain't going to bend, that ain't going to move. It's got tabs up under that mounts everything. It's got tabs to the side that mounts everything. It's got the cross braces. Everything's welded solid. Under the bottom, under the top, everything's welded to solid. Then we come to the front of it, and to support everything for when the wheels, when you go forward and the wheels push down and it tries to push the frame, it will push everything into the frame. Solid cross member. Put a bend in the middle of it. Cut it out to where we can bolt it in and out, pull the drive shaft out, make it easier for that. We run cross braces all the way across the frame, down the frame. We tie it into where the lower control arms mount. That way all that won't have no flex, won't have no bend, anything like that. Everything's braced up, everything's welded solid, everything's smooth, everything come out good. Next step, we fixing to head to powder coat.
Well, Mr. Jimmy, Mr. JB Customs, if I can ask you, if you had to go back and do anything different, would you do anything different since this was your first car frame? You actually did a lot of welding and fabrication too.
I really wouldn't. I wouldn't do anything different. I feel like everything's gonna be braced up, sturdied up. Everything's welded solid. It's all made out of good steel, solid steel. I feel like we ain't gonna have to worry about tucking them big wheels, and she's gonna roll down the road straight and roll down the road good.
Well, that's all that matters right there. That's all that matters. Like I say, guys, he did a good job for me. It wasn't no long turnaround time. Just a lot of stuff going on, but in realistic time, maybe a month, it could have been finished, but it took a little bit longer. I've been meaning to give y'all an update on this, on everything, but like I say, satisfaction is always good at JB Customs. I have no problem with his work. He's been doing my work for the last 20 years, and he do a lot of low riders for the trucks, the airbags also. And for him helping me out, get his name out there a little more, but I don't think he really need my help. That's his logo, JB Customs. If anybody want to get in contact with him, Mr. JB, you got a business card, anything, phone number?
You can look me up on Facebook. Look up Jimmy Burke on Facebook. It'll bring up everything. It also got a picture of my business card on there. It shows. It's got several pictures of some cars, some trucks. It's got pictures of stuff I powder coated. I got a 4x4 by 8 foot booth. I got a sandblasting cabinet. I got the whole setup. I can do lift kits, lowering kits, suspension work, anything like that. Just hit me up. You can look me up on Messenger, Jimmy Burke, or look me up on Facebook, Jimmy Burke. Give me a holler.
Okay, guys, there you have it. You got his contact info, anything needed. Located down in Mississippi. We also take out of towners. We won't upcharge you a lot of money, but we got to make some kind of profit. But that'll be it. Next stop, Powder Coating Shop. And we'll come back with some of the color and we'll go from there. Signing out. Until next time.